Non-discriminate world on borders, race, gender, and disability. The cyber world. eSports begins the dream of a unified world. The culture for the next generation of global citizens, eSports. eSports stands for electronic sports, and it is a new leisure activity where gamers use their physical and mental abilities to fight each other in a virtual electronic environment. Unlike other sports that have restrictions of time and space, eSports can be enjoyed by anyone, anytime, anywhere with internet access, and is gaining recognition as the sport of the future. eSports is a market where investment and support by the private sector and governmental organizations have been increasing in countries around the world. Due to such growth, international IT corporations are rushing to participate in the market. And eSports is becoming more popular as more Asian and European nations participate in eSports events. eSports is becoming more popular year after year. While it is making quantitative growth as the number of various international tournaments increases, the system for administrating these tournaments is uncoordinated and fragmented. In terms of competitions held by the private sector, the persistence and stability of the events can't be guaranteed due to the changes in the decisions of corporations and organizers. Also, there is room for improvement in the regulation and rules of international eSports to develop and grow up. As the need for global cooperation increases in order to resolve these problems, the International eSports Federation, which was formed in August 2008, held a general meeting in November of the same year and took the first steps to establishing a system by electing executives, approving member nations, and making decisions on key agendas. 9 countries, 3 countries in Asia, including Korea, and 6 countries in Europe, joined as the founding members of the IeSF. IeSF is carrying out the following 4 key projects to promote integrated growth of eSports worldwide. The first project is the structuring and organizational administration of IeSF. One eSports association will be named as an official member of IeSF, and associate member and special member rights will be granted depending on international collaborations with eSports. The next project is the standardization of international eSports. The IeSF will establish international standards for eSports and operate an organization committee, e-players committee, referees committee, competition committee, certification committee, and eSports title committee based on these standards. Based on the international standards established by each committee, the IeSF will host integrated international eSports events. Until the brand value of the IeSF becomes stronger, the IeSF will host integrated international eSports events run by member nations and will secure the sustainability of the tournaments by strengthening public interest and securing business rights such as broadcasting, sponsorship, and intellectual property. Lastly, IeSF will focus on training human resources for international eSports. By establishing player management and a ranking system for each nation, it will establish a systematic foundation for training human resources and operating an administration system for training high-quality referees. Our vision is to promote eSports, a new recreational culture enjoyed by global citizens. The IeSF will carry out and execute the following 5-year plan and will deliver and implement the 5 key projects. In 2009, the IeSF will strengthen its foundation in Asia and Europe and begin research and development for standardizing eSports worldwide. In 2010, the IeSF will expand member nations in Asia expand into Oceania, and carry out the global standardization of eSports. In 2011, the IeSF intends to expand into North and South America. In 2012, the IeSF will expand across the 5 continents and establish a collaborative relationship with key international sports organizations such as the IOC. In 2013, the IeSF will continue to increase the number of member nations, register itself as an international sports organization, and form MOUs with key international sports organizations. By hosting regular meetings and an international esports symposium a year, the IeSF will promote international esports tournaments. With the above, the IeSF aims to grow as the international sports organization, which has nearly 50 member nations within 5 years. Esports is not only the potential future of sport, but it is an industry that is capturing the attention of governments around the world for its economic, social, industrial, and commercial benefits. By establishing an esports collaboration model between nations, the industrial values and public interest values of esports as a recreational culture are expected to grow dramatically. The IeSF will work to ensure that esports becomes a key industry and recreational culture of each member nation. A creative industry that leads the world. Esports is at the center of this creative industry. To become a sport of the future to enjoy anytime, anywhere. To become a next-generation growth engine that heightens a nation's competitiveness. Let's make one esports world. It's time to share the infinite potential of esports and advance toward a better tomorrow.